Hey Canucks fans, hope you're well. Have some personnel news to talk about today, as well as an update as to what Jacob and I will be doing at tomorrow night's Canucks Jets game. By the way, thanks to everyone who joined me for my live stream last night, that kind of impromptu live stream from the hotel room downtown Vancouver. Glad that so many of you were able to join. I'm glad that I didn't get a complaint from anyone else in the hotel. Okay, let's get to this Canucks news. First and foremost, Dakota Joshua confirmed to be week to week out of the lineup. Likely suffered that injury when he secured his Gordie Howe hat trick, goal, assist, and then the fight with Mackenzie Entwistle. How's that for a name? Mackenzie Entwistle of the Chicago Blackhawks. That was with only a few minutes left in the third period. So, of course, we'd rather, if we knew what we knew now, we'd rather him not have that fight, not have that Gordie Howe hat trick, so then he wouldn't get hurt. So Jeff Patterson, in a very interesting tweet, he said that when the media entered the Canucks dressing room after the practice today, obviously Joshua wasn't practicing, that Joshua quickly hid his injured right hand in his hoodie pocket. So maybe he doesn't want to let on how serious it is, but Rick Tocchet was saying in his post-practice media availability that it is week to week. And so unfortunately that is bad news for the Canucks, bad news for Dakota Joshua, playing so well, his best hockey of his career right now, but the Canucks will have to get contributions from other players in the lineup. Speaking of hand injury, Rick Tocchet also commented on Carson Soucy, said he's getting better, looking better. The good thing about having an upper body injury such as a hand injury is that you can still skate while you're waiting for your hand to heal. So I'm not saying that Carson Soucy is coming back anytime soon or his return is imminent, not eminent. No, I don't know what I was trying to say. His return is not necessarily imminent, but at least it's good that Rick Tocchet mentioned Carson Soucy today. So we'll see where that goes going forward. Now, the Canucks sent down to the Abbotsford Jett Woo. Now, Jett Woo did not get into a game when he was up here. He was sent down today because he was brought up when Zadorov got suspended. Zadorov is back, played in last night's game. Everything's good. We still have Mark Friedman. So Jett Woo will be back to Abbotsford. And I don't think he requires waivers. So I don't think we have to worry about any other NHL team picking him up. And I don't think anyone would, quite frankly, given that he hasn't really shown much yet at the NHL level. So Jett Woo goes down, but you know who comes up? Forward Arshdeep Bains. Yes, Arshdeep Bains gets his first call-up to the Vancouver Canucks. Bains is having a spectacular season with the Abbotsford Canucks, his second full season there. He was named the Abbotsford Canucks representative to the AHL All-Star Game. Wasn't he AHL All-Star Game MVP? I think he was. So obviously having a really, really good season in Abbotsford. He has 39 points in 42 games, 39 and 42. That's 9 goals, 30 assists in 42. So more of a distributor. And that's great. That's a point per game pace. Last year, his first year in Abbotsford, he had 38 in 66, 13 goals, 25 assists. So 38 points in 66 games. This year, he already has 39 points in 42. So he already has more points in 24 fewer games. And we know before that, he had an outstanding 5-year career in Red Deer with the WHL, including 112 points in his final season there. So he's a left winger, good hands, decent speed, good hockey IQ, obviously. Not the biggest guy, he's 6 feet, 184 pounds. So the question is then, I know a lot of people have been asking me, and I would say, oh no, Linus Karlsson, he'll be up and down. Vasily Podkolzin will be the next call-up. So good for Arshdeep Bains for getting the call-up. Now the question is, I know a lot of people are asking, well, is he going to get a chance to play? Because obviously the Canucks have already an extra forward that they're sitting out. Lafferty was scratched one game. Neal Chark has been scratched the last couple. So the Canucks, with the return of Phil DiGiuseppe, they have 13 extra forwards. Not extra forwards. They have 13 forwards, and now they have 14 forwards with Bains. So with Woo getting sent down, you have 14 forwards with Bains. You have 7 defensemen with Mark Friedman, and you have 2 goalies, obviously. So there's your 23-man active roster with Soucy on the IR. And then technically, Dakota Joshua is still part of that roster. They haven't moved him on to any type of injured list just yet. Now, anyone wanting to see Bains in the lineup, first he's got to somehow jump over another extra forward in the lineup if they want to get him in, which is fine. Maybe Rick Tocchet does want to get him in, but the question is when, because the Canucks play tomorrow against Winnipeg, and Rick Tocchet said they're probably not going to have a game day skate tomorrow. So Bains, no matter what I'm leading to is Bains isn't going to just parachute in the lineup without at least 1 or 2 practices. But it sounds like the Canucks are not practicing tomorrow. They're not having a game day skate, I should say. Then Sunday is a travel day to Minnesota because they have an early game, like a 1 o'clock start in Minnesota on Monday. So picture this: no game day skate on Saturday, traveling on Sunday, so no practice. Likely no practice or no game day skate on Monday. So there's Saturday, Sunday, Monday already taken out. Then Tuesday they play again. It's a back-to-back. And then if Tuesday is a back-to-back, you're definitely not having a morning skate that morning. And then Wednesday will likely be a day off after 2 straight games. So then you wonder, well, there's no rush from a standpoint. It doesn't sound like Joshua is coming back anytime soon. So then that means that Arshdeep Bains is traveling with the team, which is great. He's team meetings, team meals, team socials, all those things, which is awesome. But technically, there's a chance that he might not even get on the ice with the big team, the Vancouver Canucks, until a game day skate on Thursday in Seattle. Because, they play Minnesota on Monday, Colorado on Tuesday. Then Wednesday's likely going to be either travel probably travel on Wednesday as opposed to Tuesday night. And then a game day skate on Thursday. But you'd figure that he probably won't get into the Canucks lineup on a night where he only does a game day skate as his first practice. And then back, at least it's only Seattle, and then back home for Boston, Pittsburgh, and LA. And at least there's a bit more space there where there might be 1 or 2 practices. So all to say, we actually might not see Arshdeep Bains in the Canucks lineup at all. And if we do, it might not be until the homestand from the 24th to the 29th, presuming he's still with the club. And because here's the other thing, if you're not going to play him on the road trip, then would it make more sense to keep him in Abbotsford so he's playing with the Abbotsford Canucks? So that's always the catch-22 when it comes to these call-ups is the experience with the big club better? Obviously you get better pay, which is a huge bonus for the player, but then the practices, but I just laid out, they're probably not going to be a lot. Team dinners, team socials, team meetings, all those things, very, very important. Then when it comes to, or is it staying in Abbotsford and playing your regular routine, regular shift, regular games, regular pay? So that's kind of like what you kind of weigh against each other. But congratulations to Arshdeep Bains, because it's every player's dream, I'm sure, to get called up to the NHL. And who knows, God forbid there is another injury to the Vancouver Canucks, then maybe he gets put in the lineup sooner as opposed to later. So an interesting story to track overall. Finally, I mentioned on my live stream last night that Jacob and I are going to the game tomorrow night. And I said, firstly, if you want to say a quick hello, during the second intermission, you can meet me outside section 316, 317, where the Olympic display is in the upper concourse. So second intermission, I'll stand out there if anyone wants to come and say hi and chat Canucks. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I mentioned on my stream that as part of our season ticket perk, we were going to get it tomorrow night. And it was going to be a post-game press conference. So be a fly on the wall, kind of just listen and watch Rick Tocchet do his thing. The Canucks called me today and said they had to change it for a reason, which is fine. And instead, kind of a different cool opportunity, Jacob and I are going to be in the penalty box for the warm-up, not because we're penalized, but to be at ice level to see the Jets and the Canucks warm up. So that's going to be pretty cool to have that opportunity tomorrow. So if you're at the game and you're down at the glass for the warm up, look in the penalty box and you'll see Jacob and me in there, probably taking photos, taking video, and just saying, wow, this is kind of cool being at ice level with all of these professional hockey players. So Canucks fans, there are some updates for you. Let me know what you think about the Joshua injury. How's that going to affect the Canucks? Let me know what you think about the Bains call-up. And is it kind of weird that they're calling him up, but he's not going to get a chance to, it sounds like, even practice with the club. So we'll see what happens. We'll track that. But obviously a historic day for Bains and his family. Yeah, leave me a comment below. I'd love to redirect and reply as always. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform, Personal Training and Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovelander, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members for your support. And thanks to all of you for watching, for liking, and subscribing. On your way out, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership, and leave me a comment on any of these personnel updates. Joshua, Susie, Woo, Bains. And if you're at the game tomorrow night, Canucks versus the Jets, come say hi. Second intermission outside section 316, 317 by the Olympic display. All right, friends, I hope you have a great Friday. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.